Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I will be showing you how to cut different types of neckline. I'll be highlighting 13 different types of neckline. So I've gone ahead to make 13 samples of my basic bodice, and I'll start with the first one. So I'm going to starting with the round neckline, which is just the regular 3x3 neckline that we all know. So yeah, I'm going to measure 3. I'm going to go down by 3 inches. I'm going to connect this. And this is our regular round neckline. This is what we have. And if you want it to be a bit wider than this, if you don't want it to be too choked up, you can use 4x4. So I'll just use 1 inches here and come down by another 1 inches here. And we have that. Go ahead and cut. So this is a round neckline. So moving on, we're going to go to the second one. Here we'll be working with a square neckline, and I'm going to be using 4 inches by 4 inches for my square neckline, and you can even make it as wide as however you want it to be. I'm using 4 inches by 4. You can also go ahead and make it wider. You can use 5.5, and you can come down by 5.5 to, or even 6, depending on how deep you want it to be. I'm going to show you the different ways. It's just for a simple basic square neck. Go ahead and cut. This is what this looks like. If you want it to be deeper, if you want it wider and longer, that's fine too. So whichever way you want it. So that's that for a square neckline. The next on the list is, well, I made a list so I'll know what to teach. Next on the list is a V neckline. Now for a V neckline, it's not going to be a deep V. So I'm just going to go down by 6 inches. You can decide to use 3 inches and decide to use 4 inches. It's all your preference. So this is 3 inches. This is what you have. Your deep for your V neckline. If you also want to use 6 by 4 inches, you can also do the same thing too. So whichever way you want it to be. So that's that. I'm going to update my list. I've done round, square, V neckline. I'm going to do a U neckline next. A U neckline is like not exactly a round neckline, but it is longer and it is deeper than a round neckline. So here I'm going to be using up to 6.5 inches, and here I'll be using up to 3.5 or 4 inches. That is 3.5 inches. So you place your curve this way. It's giving a U shape. Go ahead and cut. This is what we have, right? So next I'll be doing a canoe neckline. And then for a canoe neckline is usually wide. So I usually like to measure my shoulders to be 2 inches or 1.5 depending. And my neck is going to come up to 5 inches or 4 or 4.5. So this is what we have for a canoe neckline. So next we're going to go for our sweetheart neckline. Now for a sweetheart neckline, I'm going to go down by 6.5 inches, and here I'm going to use 3.5 inches. So 3.5 inches all the way down. I'm going to draw it. Then I'll go up by 2 inches. And draw a straight line. So next thing, I'm going to go in like this. So I'll draw. And so this is my sweetheart neck. So next on the list is a Queen Anne neckline. This is one of my personal favorite types of neckline. So for a Queen Anne neckline, on my shoulder I'm going to measure 4 inches, and I'm also going to come down by 6.5 inches. I'll draw a straight line here. So on this part I'll connect my line here. Then I'm going to go up by 2 inches or 1.5 inches depending on your style. So I went up by 1.5 inches. So next I'm just going to go in with a sweetheart kind of neckline. I'll go ahead and cut. So this is what we have. The difference between this and sweetheart is long, is straight, while this comes like this on the shoulder. Comes like this and like this. So that's for a Queen Anne neckline. So next on the list is a deep V or a flange neckline. Now for this, I'm going to go in as deep as up to 8 inches, or even let me use 10 inches so you can understand better. And here I'm going to use 3.5 inches. So this is how I'll place my curve. and I'll come in like this. So I'll go ahead and cut it. And this is what you have for a plunge neckline, or a very deep V neckline. So next on the list is an asymmetrical neckline. So for an asymmetrical neckline, I'm going to open this. I'm going to open up this paper. Alright. So on this part, I'm going to measure my shoulder from one side. I'm going to be using 2 inches. So I'll come down my 2 inches here. And on this part, I'm going to use 4.5 inches. Then I'm going to get this. So go ahead and cut. This is what we have for the symmetrical neckline. So next we have a one shoulder neck, which is just one hand. So now you can decide. Make use of this curve. You can come in all the way like this. Or depending on if the shoulder is going to be small. Sometimes I want the shoulder to look nice. Sometimes I go in by 0.75 and I measure 2 inches here, which means this hand is going to go in like this, and then this would go in to this point this way. So go ahead and cut. This is what we have for a one shoulder neckline. You can even get it to come like this. Just it depends on the style the style or the picture inspiration you are using. So whichever way is correct. So that's that for one shoulder neckline. So the next on the list is a step-by-step neckline. So now for this step-by-step neckline, I'm going to use 6 and once I'm going to use 7 inches, then I'm going to come down by 2. So okay, let me use 6 so that it's just going to rhyme. So I'm going to draw a line. From here to here, I use 6, then I divided into 2 inches. Then on this part, I'm going to use 3.5 inches. So first thing I do is this, then come in, I'll measure 1.25 inches, come in again, I'll measure 1.25 inches, and then I come in again. So I'll go ahead to cut. Let me see what this one is. So I'll go ahead, I'll cut this. And then I'll cut, and then I'll cut here. So this is what we have. At the end of the day, so that's that for a zigzag neckline or a step-by-step neckline. So next on the list, we're going to do a scallop neckline, which is quite similar to what we just did here, just that that one is going to be curved. So here I'm going to use 6 inches too. I'm going to divide it also like I did before. So I'm going to also put my neck by 4.5 inches. So I'll do this, draw the line down. On this part I divide here too. So I'll curve this. And then I would also curve this. So I'll cut. So this is what we have. This is scallop neckline. So last but not the least, I'm going to do a tube neckline. So for a tube neckline, I'm just going to measure from here. I'm going to have 6 inches, and I'll draw a straight line out. I'll cut it. So most tube necklines are mostly for old shoulder dresses. Then I come in by 1 inches or 1.5, depending on how deep you want it to be. And then I use my curve and go in like that. So this is what we have. This is what we have at the end of the day. This is for a tube sweetheart neckline. So guys, that's that. A tube neckline, a scallop neckline, a step-by-step neckline, one shoulder dress, an asymmetrical neckline, which is this. We have a deep V or a plant neckline. We have a Queen Anne neckline. This is a sweetheart neckline. This is a canoe neckline. This is a deep U neckline. This is a V neckline. This is a square neckline. Like I think I showed you like 2 or 3 ways to get a square neckline. If you don't see as wide as this, you do the first method. And guys, this is your normal round neckline, which is 4x4. You can also be used by 3x3. So if you come to the end of this video, I hope you learned something interesting. Thank you for staying tuned, guys. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and also turn on your post notifications to get notified so when I post new videos. Thank you so much for subscribing.